Well, we are live here, and it's actually this evening, which is interesting. I usually don't go live in the evenings just because of schedule purposes, but we had a crazy weekend. So I had to take care of a lot of stuff earlier today. So we'll see what happens here when we go live. Maybe we'll get some live viewers that pop in here. Any questions or comments, feel free to drop them in below. Today is going to be a great episode of our Marketing Insights. We're going to talk about video testimonials and the importance of that. I'm hoping that you can imagine that I think video testimonials are important because you see me consistently doing video. In your practice, video testimonials are important just because what a patient can do for you in your practice is more than you ever could do out there because of personal word and persuasion is so much more important by somebody that has tried your product or, in our case, service. So let's drop this in the stream here. So why video testimonials are so important. And then we're going to talk about 3 ways. They're going to be simple ways in which you can get more of them. So here's what we're going to talk about. What are video testimonials? How effective are video testimonials? And then why are video testimonials so effective? Well, patients hear from those with similar pain points and practice success. Video content drives SEO. People love stories, credibility. Enough said there. And then video testimonials can be repurposed, which is awesome. So my name, I guess I'm sorry, I almost jumped ahead here of the script. 3 ways in which we can get these to obtain compelling video testimonials. Ask the most personal way possible. So you want to ask it in a personal way. Do the lion's share of the work for them. Share how you intend to use that video testimonial. And then we're going to talk about starting to curate video testimonials from your best patients today. So I am Dr. Derek Barron. That's my lovely bride, Terry Barron. I'm a chiropractor. She's a physical therapist. We work with private practice healthcare professionals to help them grow and scale your practice. So if you have questions today on video testimonials, you can drop the 2 words in below, video testimonial if you wish, or just testimonials, and we can get back in touch with you to see how we can help you with that regard. So although a written testimonial from a patient can be very effective, video testimonials will always outperform them in a side-by-side comparison. The easiest way to think about this is if you could have the newspaper in front of you, the newspaper, and you could read it, or you could have the newspaper in front of you and somebody could read it to you, what would you choose? Typically, people take to watch it versus read it. And I'll answer these ways in 3 effective strategies for obtaining video testimonials from patients. So what is a video testimonial? It sounds pretty self-explanatory, but a video testimonial is a patient discusses and records their feelings about your service and their results you had. And hint, hint, you want to make sure they suggest it to others as well. Now, in a video testimonial, patients see a real live relatable person talking about their experience and most importantly, their results. Now, what's important about that is where does the other person see or feel they fit in? The patient get very personal with their own words to educate, persuade the viewer to try you or your services because it helps them feel as though finally there's somebody else out there that has the same things going on in my life and they actually got the results from this practice. I need to give them a call and figure it out. So how effective are video testimonials? Well, before we explain why you should consider them, let's talk about exactly how effective video testimonials really are. And the truth is, based on a survey by Y. Zowell, 79% report that having watched a video testimonial to find out more about a company, a product, or a service. So somebody wants to learn about you and what you offer, so you may as well put it in front of them, especially from a patient's perspective. 64% say the video testimonial has played a part in convincing them to buy a product or service. So why are video testimonials so effective, you may ask? Well, the truth is people love video in general, as I said before. But there is something really special or more about video testimonials that really moves the needle when it comes to converting prospects that are just watching into patients that are taking action in your practice. Potential patients want to convince them that your solution will work for them. In other words, if I'm talking about how you should utilize our services, it always works better when our happy customers, client says, hey, when working with Derek, this is what it's done for us. And the same would be for you. A patient is coming in for dry needling. If they're getting results from dry needling, let them share that. Somebody else is maybe hesitant of dry needling. Let them tell that story. They don't want to be sold by you, but told by someone like them what they should do. And that what they should do is come into your office. So when they can see and hear from other real people similar to the similar pain points that they've had, video testimonials instill confidence in your ability to deliver solutions to that patient as well. Now, video content drives SEO. It is so true in that point. Search engine algorithms have one thing in mind: to keep searchers happy and coming back for more. So to determine if your site does in fact contain quality content, the search engine will scan for media types other than text. We're going to see what they can find. By including video testimonials, you're giving the search engines what they want: a solid visual offering that indicates your page is likely to contain varied and quality content, exactly what the search engines want. So before you know it, your site begins to climb in the rankings. And when potential patients find your site easier, you see more traffic and ultimately attract, engage, and convert more patients in the practice, which is truly what you want. Now, here's another thing: is that people love stories. Why do you think Hallmark does so well during the holiday seasons? It's a story about hope. And that is essentially what you are selling. Is you are selling hope that, hey, I have this pain in my hand, in my forearm. I have something that people say is carpal tunnel. Can you offer me results? And if you have somebody that says that they went through that type of a situation and they got better from it, you know it speaks to them. So the best speakers, teachers, and communicators don't tell you facts and figures. They show you the main point by telling you a story. Stories are effective with retention and recall, which is critical to building trust, and people are 10 times more likely to remember a story than a statistic. Video testimonials establish a human connection by taking the viewer on a journey that can turn your prospects into patients. And that's what you want. You truly want your patients to let people know what the experience was from the beginning through the experience to the end when they finish. So a video testimonial is always going to be talking and pulling on the heartstrings, because when I have a problem and I can see somebody from your practice explaining exactly the same problem that they had. I was in a car accident. After the car accident, I had pain into my arm and into my hand. I couldn't get the relief. Now that I've come in to see Dr. Barron for the care in their practice, I can't believe how much better I'm feeling. After only X amount of visits, I've been able to do this, feel better, sleep better, whatever it may be. So if you are somebody that is experiencing pain in your neck, down your arm, into your back, I'd suggest you give them a call at their practice. And that truly is telling that story that they want to hear. So when we say credibility, enough said. That's what videos do, is they build on credibility. So of course, potential patients are more likely to believe social proof from a real live patient than what they read or even hear directly from the owner or a sales rep. In fact, 37% of patients believe testimonial videos are more authentic than when you read or hear from someone. Video testimonials can be repurposed, and this is critical. Content is always out there. So according to Animoto, 88% of companies who use video marketing in their social media efforts are happy with the ROI video provides. So consider that video testimonials are exponentially more engaging than written content. Capturing the attention of your prospective patients will be easier than ever once you begin collecting video testimonials. So you'll differentiate yourself from the competition not only by tapping into the power of video marketing, but also providing social proof in a form your potential patients are more likely to actually consume. So, of course, the video testimonial will be prominently positioned on your website, but here are a few ways in which you can repurpose that video testimonial. Social media. Video testimonials are easily shareable on all social media platforms. Email campaigns. Get those testimonials out in front of your current and prospective patients. It's critical that you do that. Now, I want to hit on three things or three ways to obtain compelling video testimonials from your patients. Okay. So, requesting a video testimonial from a patient is a demonstration of respect of and or for that individual. You're essentially entrusting your reputation, what you do at your practice, with that person. So when you ask them, it puts them in a higher standard. So when you make the gesture, you're expressing how much you value their input, opinion, and the relationship in general that you have with that patient. You truly want to have them share their story. But let's face it, if you're asking the patient to spend their time and effort to record a video testimonial, it's important for you. So how can you go about this in the most effective and professional manner? Because that's very critical, that you're doing things in a professional manner that's respectful in your practice as well. So number one, ask in the most personable way possible. What I mean by this, when you notice a patient is having an especially fabulous experience with your practice, it's time to ask for a video testimonial. Always come from a place of sincerity and begin by letting the patient know how much you value the relationship. And of course, give the patient plenty of time to decide. It doesn't have to be a rushed decision. Number two, do the lion's share of the work for them. And what that truly means is that you want to make sure that it's critical that the patient providing the video testimonial understands its purpose. You want them to know why you want them to do it. You want them to discuss their pain points, their goals, and most importantly, their outcomes in the practice. And if they trust a friend or a family member to come into your practice, a well-executed video testimonial will be unscripted, sincere, and natural. Be as specific as possible without the ideal end result, without being too controlling. You truly want them to just tell the story of their experience in the practice. So provide prompts to help the patients to develop appropriate content, such as, how did you discover us? Why did you ultimately decide to work with us? Describe your experiences working with us. How have we helped solve your pain? And what about, would you recommend our practice to a friend? And then why? It's always good to finish with that one. Number three, share how you intend to use the video testimonial. What that means is explain how you intend to utilize the video testimonial and ensure that the patient is comfortable with your plan of putting it on your website, sharing it across your social media content sites. The testimonial might even benefit the patient from a marketing and exposure perspective, depending on that individual within your community. So start curating video testimonials from your best patients today. Maybe tomorrow, it's a little late tonight, but video testimonials can make a real difference in your marketing efforts and for the future of your practice. And they can help you take the first step toward establishing a competitive advantage in your industry or local market. So I truly want to say thank you again for sharing some time with us this week on another Marketing Insights where we talked about video testimonials. You are welcome to get in touch with us on via email, or you are always welcome to text or call me at that number as well. But the important part is that you start acting on it. Here is the simplest way you can do it. I always tell this about people to get a written or a Google testimonial, but when somebody comes into the front door, they're up at your reception desk and they say, Jane, I cannot believe how great I feel. Well, at that point in time, Jane has to realize that, you know what? When I walk the patient back, or when the patient goes back, or when the therapist or the doc comes up to grab the patient, you want to make sure you're talking to the doctor or to the therapist at that point in time and say, you know what, Dr. Barron, Tim said he's feeling fantastic after his care. I think you might want to talk to him about doing a video testimonial. So, you know, ahead of the game, you can position yourself and slowly talk about it over the time of care. You just don't want to spurt. They walk in and say, hey, Tim, I haven't seen you for a while. I really want you to give me a video testimonial. That's crazy. That's bananas. Don't go after it that hard. You just want to build that rapport in what they're doing. So again, my name is Dr. Derek Barron with Practice Insider's Edge, our Grow platform, our Grow bubble. If you haven't seen that in a while, it's a really cool way to put a video chat widget on your site, growbubble.co. So that's growbubble.co. Check that out if you have some time. But if you are a private practice healthcare professional and you're looking for ways to grow and scale your practice and you're just not sure what the next level is, feel free to grab a spot with us. Put a comment below, video testimonial, or just say, hey, reach out to me, or you are welcome to send me a DM. We really want to see you achieve success on so many levels within your practice. Thank you for your time again. I look forward to seeing you next week for another marketing insight here on Practice Insider's Edge. Have a wonderful day. Take care for now.